Marketing is no doubt one of the most important elements in any business growth. And if you are out there, you are a small entrepreneur who wants to take your business from one level to the other, then you need to know all the best marketing tools or the strategies that you should use. In today's video, we shall be talking about the top strategies that every entrepreneur in Africa should employ. And I'm here in the studio with an expert. You will be discovering this expert in a couple of minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of the African Business Talk Show here on the Business in Africa YouTube channel. And if this is your first time watching this show on this channel, then make sure you click on the subscribe button to join the Business in Africa community, right? So don't move a muscle. I'll be right back after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Africa. I already told you, right, that today with me in the studio is someone who has been doing this for a very long time. He has worked with so many big brands and he owns his own company who helps small businesses grow in terms of marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me in the studio, Mr. Nchiabe Nyongo Osbert. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, and thanks once more for having me on the African Business Talk. It's a privilege for me to be here, and it's much more challenging when you have to come and share ideas that you've learned in school, you've tested them, it has worked, some has failed, and it's time for you to share with some other persons or other businesses for their growth.
Right.
I think I may want to do this more often so that, marketing, like you said, it's very important for the growth of any business as
Great.
well as the success of any business. So I may like to do these things. Strategies are evolving every day.
Great.
Just like technology evolves
Every day, yeah.
That's how marketing is, because the challenges as well do change. They do
Evolve. Yeah.
And the changes every day. A challenge today could be how to push sales. Tomorrow it could be how to create more visibility for your business.
Great. So, Mr. Osbert, you've worked, in this sector for quite some time, and you've worked with so many different brands. But just tell us, we want to know your background, your history. How has it been from the beginning right up to now? We just want to know the experiences that you've been through.
Okay. First of all, I've been in marketing, PR, and communications for more than 10 years.
Wow.
I read journalism and mass communication in the University of Boya. I minored in management. Basically, I did most of my marketing courses in management, since at the time we didn't have a marketing program in the university. So I was obliged in doing a minor in management, because management was offering marketing courses, which some of them happened to have been revision for me from my journalism and mass communication program. Yeah. And I later on moved to Douala, and I worked in one of the biggest advertising agencies that you guys know, Agma Media Group.
Okay.
And I left Agma, went to Ovamba. Ovamba happens to be a multinational company that came into Cameroon, and they were assisting SMEs for funding.
Yeah.
So I left Ovamba and created Eternal Company Limited,
right,
which is a 360-degree marketing company, and we are equally into technology. That's building of websites, mobile applications, as well as web hosting.
Okay.
And I think while I was in November, I thought there was need for me to acquire more knowledge in what I was doing, because I'd worked with too many brands, and I thought that based on the experience I've had, it was time for me to go back to school. So while in November, I enrolled for a master's program in UB, which I ended up having an MSc in corporate communications.
Wow.
Which was still, I would say, it was just a blend of the theory I'd had back then in school and the practicals I'd had on field, hands-on. It was just a combination of that.
So you put all of that together.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was a very interesting
course.
Yeah.
Okay. And I would say from your background, you made this decision to open your own company, which is Eternal Company Limited. Why did you decide to go into this line of business? Is it just because you had education in it, or because of it was profitable, or why did you make this choice?
I may want to say it's passion. While in the university, I had already created an informal marketing agency for myself
Okay.
back in the university. So I started as small as doing creatives and doing campaigns for student parties. And I had interest in that. I used to print flyers, print posters, print billboards, as well as go as far as doing radio campaigns for the different association in UB. So I was always hired for such campaigns. And
Right.
while I was a student as well, I had a job
Mm-hmm.
as a marketing officer in an ARCA college in Boya.
Okay.
So you see, it has always been my dream to have a marketing or a media agency. So I started from there, but I was aware that I had to start from somewhere to be able to gain experience, gain credibility, as well as have a network. Because if you want to start up a business, you need to think about the network. A business network is very
Mm-hmm.
important to think if you have the right network.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was leaving the university, fortunately for me, I was the best PR and advertising student of my batch.
Right.
So I didn't stay in the house for a month.
Okay.
I was hired immediately. I always like to say fortunately, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say it as if I'm some kind of an alien, but I was
Mm-hmm.
fortunate to have had a job while leaving the university. So while I
Okay.
was in the agency, I had that same benefit of working with very big brands
Mm-hmm.
like P&G. I can remember one of the brands I worked with was P&G, and we did strategies for P&G while I was the agency. We did it for Diageo, NAO. The
Wow.
names are they are just
There's just so
so
many
many.
brands.
Yeah. So
Right.
after that, I said, okay, I've had agency experience, and I said, let me move to a normal corporate setup
Mm-hmm.
to be at the giving end. I should be where I'm the one giving agencies what to do for me. So
Mm-hmm.
I move as marketing manager. So it's all planned. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like I got myself into it because of profitability. It's all about passion.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. It's tough when you own your own business. It's
Mm-hmm.
not easy when you own a business. To manage a business, there are days you feel like you should have taken a paid job rather than running your
Running
own
your own
business,
business.
and you having to pay other persons at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very tough decision to make. So it was all driven by my passion of
Mm-hmm.
owning an agency, but
Okay.
I had plans of doing it in a chronological manner, which was starting somewhere, acquire the required skills, the network, and the know-how, which I find myself today having a
Okay.
large business network based on the fact that I was able to climb the rungs of the ladder. I didn't just wake up someday and I said, I'm going to create this.
Right.
It was
Okay.
all planned from my little room in Modico where I was doing my consultancy for other for associations, ex-student associations, as well as departments in the university. That same approach or same business model I used when I'd left the corporate world. And like I said, it's
Yeah,
passion
you are
driven.
today.
Yes.
Would you say this business is a profitable one?
Of course, it is. It's very profitable.
Right.
Yeah, the business is very profitable. Some persons will tell you it's not profitable because they feel like having more competitors means you won't make money, or the business won't be profitable. For me, I always say that there is the marketing sector in Cameroon and in Africa as a whole, it's very green.
Mm-hmm.
We are yet to be able to exploit it because we find little businesses suffering because of little or no marketing experience, and they are scared of the big guys that they will not be able to afford them. Whereas they are agencies, or if we have more agencies coming up who can attend to the SMEs, I think we
So
just
there
going
is a
to
need. There is a
there
there's
is
a
a
need.
need.
Yes, there's a need in
There's
the
a
market.
need
Yeah.
because you find an average person running a business and you ask the person, "Are you on social media?" No, what am I doing on social media? They'll tell you they don't see the need of having a social media handler. Whereas that's an opportunity, it's a marketing opportunity they are losing without even knowing
Right.
it's a huge marketing opportunity.
Right.
So I always tell people I am on social media, not because I want to be on social media,
But you
because
have to
I
be.
have to be on social media. So if I have to be on social media, it's for my marketing purposes. You know, we've had clients coming from us just from a little post on social media, rather than the word of mouth marketing that we do around. So the business is profitable, the market is virgin. We need more professionals into it. And I would like to tell our audience that marketing can actually make their business grow.
Right.
You shouldn't look at it as a cost, but you should look at it as an investment.
And that comes to my next question, Mr. Oswald. You've been talking about marketing. I know a lot of people might confuse marketing with branding. Can you throw more light? What is marketing and how is that different from branding?
Okay, that's a good one. I may want to say branding. You start with branding before you go with the marketing.
Okay.
For any business,
Right.
branding has to do with defining who you are. Like, you can't say I am, let's say I am the African Business Talk without having the name African Business Talk. So branding has to do with defining who you are, your name, your logo, your
Colors.
website, colors, brand guideline, fonts. I mean, branding it has to identify who you are. For example, if I call yellow, what do you think of? What do you think of?
MTN.
Because that's the way they have branded themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know, someone don't need to call the name MTN for you to think about yellow. But if you see yellow, you automatically think of MTN.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the branding. So they have identified themselves as MTN. And now let me go to marketing. For me, marketing, I don't want to give Philip Kotler's definition of marketing, because I don't want to be conceptual with my
Your definition.
Yeah, with my definition, but I want to be more operational with the definition I'm giving our audience. Marketing for me is a set of tools or set of strategies that you put in place to be able to promote your business.
Right.
Business in whatever sense, be it a product, be it a service. So those are the tools that you put out there to be able to put to promote your business. So you see, with branding, you can brand the business, and when you fail to market the business will not be successful.
Great.
Yeah, because and your branding, like I always tell people, branding has to be consistent, concise, and clear. For example, if you are using yellow today, you continue using yellow
All through.
as your name, as your brand theme for as long as possible. Whereas with marketing evolves every day. You're changing the strategies every day.
Right.
Maybe you are putting these strategies to attract customers, to generate new leads every day, to be able to convert them to customers, and you are not succeeding. You keep on changing it,
as the market changes.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the market is dynamic. So when those dynamics are coming in, the psychographics and demographics of your target market is changing, you're having new competitors, you have to do competitive analysis, all of that changes the way you approach your marketing. So when you look at marketing is constantly changing, whereas branding, it's something that is consistent.
That's you. It's you.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah.
So
the way
it's consistent.
Right.
So most people like to think that branding is marketing. So they spend so much cash on branding, forgetting to know that if you put all your investment on branding without allocating some cash for marketing, it's like you shooting yourself on the leg without knowing.
Right.
So in Africa, most people focus on the branding. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because if you are able to put in enough energy to be able to have a perfect branding and perfect marketing, it's going to contribute to the success of the business. The two will help you in the success of the business.
Great.
But we are in an environment where people focus more on branding than on the marketing.
All right, we are in an environment where small businesses struggle every day to get new customers, and I think this question is like the main topic of today. What are the 5 or the top most important 5 marketing strategies that every small business should should employ?
Okay. The first thing I may want to tell you is marketing to a certain degree for small businesses could be expensive, and I am here to demystify
That
that it is not expensive
great.
because there are other tools that you can implement that are not that too expensive. I'll talk about cost effectiveness.
Yes.
When I talk about cost effectiveness, you look at your cost per acquisition of customer based on the marketing investment you have made. You can use tools that are very effective, but
Not costly.
yeah. So I look at cost intensiveness rather than cost excessiveness. So you can use tools like social media. They should take advantage of social media.
Right.
It will shock you that the number of people that you can target on social media. For example, let's talk about Facebook. You take Facebook, we have Facebook Ads Manager. You need to be able to have an understanding of the people you are targeting in terms of demographics. Demographic has to do with their age, their sex, their geographical region. Psychographics, you have to talk about their interests, their lifestyle, things like that. Facebook Ads Manager gives you all of that. All you need to do is with your phone, you can create content with your phone. I'm saying this so that people don't feel it's expensive. So you can go as far as using your phone for an SME.
Yeah,
You
a
can go as far,
smartphone.
use a smartphone. There are smartphones that one can use in doing too many things that it's beyond what one can think his or her phone can do. So you can start by using taking advantage of social media.
Right.
You are able to use Facebook Ads Manager, for example, and you are able to do sponsorship with $1 per day. You'll be shocked to know the number of persons you can touch.
Right.
I'm telling you, people have mystified these things. They are not expensive. You'll be shocked to know that you can actually touch as many persons as 5 to 10,000 per day with $1.
Right. Okay. So that's social media.
That's social media.
Yes.
And the another thing will be content marketing. Because if you have your social media handlers and you are unable to do the sponsorship to pay for sponsored ads, you should be able to create content that can do what I call earned media that you don't pay for, or they generate you organic you get your audience organically without
Organic
using
traffic.
Yeah.
Organic. Yeah.
So you can actually do that by creating good content that is valuable to your target audience. For example, if you are selling medicated soap, you should be looking at creating content with someone who has let's say a skin
Disease. Yeah.
and you are able to show how they can use that soap for treatment. So you can do testimonial. Someone who had used it before, you use such content. That content will be valuable to your target audience, and you're going to be able to generate more leads for you, which you are going to convert as customers.
Right.
Based on the fact that you are able to provide them with content that is valuable, content that is of interest to them,
Right.
as well as photos. You could do photos as well. And if you have to generate this content, you should always bear in mind that the content is not for you. The content is for your audience or your target market. You should be able to provide that content to them that will interest them.
Right. So that's content management.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
content.
Yeah.
Then another strategy I want to talk of is referral. Today most people don't understand how effective network marketing is. But we think that network marketing works for companies that are coming abroad. No, you can actually implement network marketing in your own business. And how do you implement this? Through referrals.
Yeah.
You can do a referral program, and through the referral program, you have it in such a way where existing customers could,
Benefit something.
yeah, could
Or
benefit
bringing more
something.
customers.
Yeah, for example, I had a client with whom we did a referral strategy for, and the strategy was to give 1% discount to existing customer who referred the business to potential or new customers. And we're shocked of what the 1% could do. The incentive was more than what we had expected. So referral works because you are spending less than putting in so much cash on, let's say, paid advertising, TV, radio, billboard. As a small business, I may want to think or say that you don't have that kind of budget to pay to spend on advertising, TV, radio, and out of home. You may don't have that amount of money. So you try to implement strategies that will work for you. And then another strategy I may want to propose is SEO. So meaning, as a small business in today's world, you need to have online presence. Online presence means you have to get social media handlers. You need to have a website. And when you have a website, some people don't even know the need of having a website. When you have a website, the website should be able to create traffic for you and the business. In what sense? When I talk about SEO, search engine optimization, it has to do with the way you use search engine tools like Google and Bing, for example, where someone may be looking for medicated soap, for example, and searching medicated soap. And because you have been able to be your site in a language that the robots understand, so they will be able to place your website on the first page on the search engine, which is going to give you more traffic on your website. When they come to your website, you may be able to have how can I put it, to get data from the person, like a questionnaire where they feel and tell you their problems, and you're able to get to them. So these are all strategies that we can use today. And I tell people, if you build a website and the website is not user friendly,
responsive,
and it's not responsive, like you said, and it's not able to generate you search engine, is not able to enhance your search engine optimization for the business, then you shouldn't have that website.
Right. So guys, you just heard that from the horse's own mouth. He is Mr. Chiabi Osbert Nyong'o, and believe me, he has his own company, Eternal Company Limited. He is the co-founder and CEO of that company, and he is into marketing. You just heard what he said, right? Unfortunately, we've come to the end of the first section of the show. There is, time factor here, but we are going to be talking more about his business, and we shall be going to the next section, which is Discover Africa. Here, we shall be asking him some 10 questions about Africa, just anything about Africa, and we will find out if the CEO of Eternal Company Limited knows his continent, Africa. So guys, don't move a muscle, keep watching. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back, Africa. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As I told you, this section of the show is Discover Africa. I am still here in the studio with Mr. Osbert Nyong'o, and he is the CEO and co-founder of Eternal Company Limited. So we are going to be asking him 10 questions, multiple choice questions about Africa, and we'll find out how much he knows about his continent. Are you ready, sir?
Very ready.
All right. So what we'll do is you're just going to pick out, your questions, and then I'll read them out.
Okay. How many?
10 of them. No, pick the first one. Like number one. Let's go. Let me read them out for you. All right. All right. Question number one reads, which of the following is alternatively called corporate venturing? There are also some, entrepreneur questions inside as well. Okay. Now, which of the following is alternatively called corporate venturing? A, entrepreneurship. B, intrapreneurship. C, act of starting a new business. And D, offering new products by an existing company.
A, entrepreneurship.
And that was the wrong answer. The right answer is intrapreneurship, corporate venturing from inside. Now, question number two, let's write. You pick the second question.
this one wrong. So,
So you need to have this one right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to read out question number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 2 reads: of which country is Freetown the capital? A. Libya, B. Liberia, C. Sierra Leone, and D. Gabon.
Sierra Leone.
And that was the correct answer. One correct answer, one wrong answer. Question number 3, let's write. You're picking the smaller ones, eh? The smaller papers. Question number 3, let's write. Which are the towns at the either side of the Suez Canal? A. Sinai and Peninsula cities. B. Lagos and Kaduna. C. Port Said and City of Suez. D. Cairo and Giza.
Cairo.
And that was the wrong answer. The right answer is Port Said and City of Suez. Question number 4, let's ride. Which country is the smallest in area in the African continent? A. Tunisia, B. South Sudan, C. Botswana, and D. the Seychelles. The smallest country in area.
In area.
Yeah, in Africa. A. Botswana, A. Tunisia, B. South Sudan, C. Botswana, and D. Seychelles. Take tack.
Seychelles Island.
Take tack. So your answer is Seychelles, eh? And that was the correct answer. Seychelles Island is the smallest in area in Africa. 2 correct answers, 2 wrong. Question number 5. All right, now let's write. Salisbury is now called A. Harare, B. Cape Town, C. Malagasy, and D. Cape Hope.
Can you take the question again, please?
Salisbury is now called, apparently Salisbury was the name of the town before.
Yeah.
But now what's the current name of the town? A. Harare, B. Cape Town, C. Malagasy, and D. Cape Hope.
Cape Town.
That was wrong.
Should be Harare.
Harare in Zimbabwe.
Harare.
Now 3 wrong answers, 2 correct answers. Let's write question number 6. Let's go. All right. Question number 6 reads: an African country, Sudan, has been broken into 2 recently with formation of a new country named South Sudan. The economy of South Sudan will depend on A. agricultural products, B. minerals, C. forest products, and D. fishery products.
Minerals.
And that was wrong. The correct answer is agricultural products.
No, I think South Sudan has more of all than they do farming in South Sudan.
I think we will need to do some research about that.
Yes,
eh?
we need to do research.
Do some more research about that.
Because if you look at the current happenings there, one of the problems is
Because
oil.
of minerals.
Yeah.
Because of oil.
Yeah.
Well, but we need to look at the GDP. The answer is agriculture. Agriculture has a higher GDP out there than minerals. Let's check it out.
I think we will
need to revisit that. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's go. Question number 7. So, guys, if you are watching us, I hope you are also following up. Let's check that again. Eh? The answer is agriculture, but he is saying that it's mineral. So let's check it again and see. Now, question number 7. Question number 7 reads: what was Malawi once called? A. Malawini, B. Wimala, C. Nyasaland, and D. Nyasi Malawi.
Nyasaland.
And that was the correct answer, guys. Nyasaland is the correct answer. 3 correct, 4 wrong. Question number 8. Let's write. This one, eh? You're taking your time. All right, question number 8. What is known as the white gold in Egypt? A. Cocoa. B. Cotton. C. Rubber. And D. Oil.
Can you take it again?
What is known as the white gold of Egypt?
Yeah.
A. Cocoa. B. Cotton. C. Rubber. And D. Oil.
D oil.
White gold. White. Something that's white.
White gold. Cotton.
So we'll give you the answer correct or give you the wrong one. The correct answer is cotton.
It's cotton.
So okay, I'm going to give you the correct. I'm going to give you, I'm going to say you had that right. So we have 4 correct answers, 4 wrong answers. Question number 9. Let's write. 40%, eh? You are still at 40%. 40%. You are still at 40%. All right, let's go. In 1950, about 221 million people lived in Africa. How many people live in Africa today? About 500 million people. About 750 million people. More than 1 billion people. About 1.5 billion people.
More than 1 billion people.
And that was correct. C was the correct answer. More than 1 billion people. Okay, let's go to the last question. He's having now 5 on 10. Question number 10. Let's write. All right. Let's see if the CEO here is going to nail this. Last question. Question number 10 reads, what is Al Kahira better known as? A. Casablanca. B. Kribi. C. Lomé. And D. Cairo.
Cairo.
And that was the correct answer. So that's a total of 6 on 10. You had 60%. That's not that bad, eh?
Africa is complicated.
Have you been to other African countries?
Yes, Nigeria.
Just Nigeria?
Yeah.
But at least you plan going to many more, right?
Yeah. I'm planning to go to Lomé.
Togo.
And from Lomé, I think I'm going to go to other places.
Other places from
Lomé.
Lomé. Yeah.
I'm looking at Ghana. I'm looking at Cote d'Ivoire.
All right. Wow. That's great. It's good to, it's good to go all over Africa, and then we get to know the continent. So are you for the fact that we should have one African passport according to, the AU?
Yes. If you look at what's happening in Europe, the free movement of people and goods works for their own favor.
Right.
And for Africa to be Africa, because Africa is the next big thing in this world.
Yes.
That's the truth.
Right.
Anybody who finds himself in Africa right now should be very lucky that he or she is here. I tell my friends all the time that I can't travel out of the continent because
Correct.
I think I'm in the next big thing that is going to happen on planet Earth. So if we have free movement of goods and people, I believe we are going to emerge.
We're going to make it hard. Yeah. So guys, that was the CEO of Ethanol Company Limited. He had 6 on 10 on this slot of the show, which is Discover Africa. And just tell me, what has been your score? How many did you score right and how many did you score wrong? This part of the show is also to let us learn something about our continent, Africa, and to let us discover something new about our continent. We believe in Africa here, and we think, as he said, Africa is the next big thing. So don't go away. We are going to continue the show with the last section, which is coming up in a couple of seconds. So don't go away. We'll be right back after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. I'm still here with the CEO of Ethanol Company Limited. And now I just want to find out more about your company, your services, what you do, and how you can help my African people. So tell me more.
All right. Like I said in the beginning, Eternal Company is a 360-degree marketing agency, meaning we do out of home advertising, PR, and digital marketing. I always want to put digital marketing as a subset of talking about the 360-degree kind of marketing. So that's what we do. Meaning, if you have a marketing need from branding to marketing, we can provide you with all of that. And we saw a need of bringing it a technological part of it because
Right.
we are in the digital war, and right now you can't say you own a business without owning a website.
Right.
So we build websites, we
Okay.
build mobile applications, we equally have a web hosting company,
Okay.
and we are getting into a real estate business too. We are already in real estate as of March this year.
Okay.
So we are looking at partnering with a real estate company in Nigeria, which we already been talking with them for some
When
time
you say
now.
real estate, what kind of real estate do you mean?
Development, real estate development.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
looking at real estate development.
Okay.
Because when I look at the structures that we have in Cameroon and I look at the structures that we have in Nigeria, I am not saying that our structures here are bad, but our structures here could be better.
Yeah.
And when you look at the other English-speaking countries in Africa in
Right.
terms of their
The
architecture,
structure.
their structures,
Yes.
yeah. Architecturally, they are very good than most of the French-speaking
Thank you,
countries.
Joshua.
So we're looking at partnering with them and bringing them to offer such services. And I should be proud to say that Eternal has worked with some of the biggest brands in Cameroon. For
Okay.
example, we are the ones managing um, IT. We are doing IT support for Sonara, specifically for their website and certain other confidential technical IT jobs that I may not want to say online.
Okay.
We are doing it for Mayo.
Wow.
Mayo, they have digitalized the whole company where their clients have to order supplies on a mobile application. So Eternal did that for them.
Okay.
For marketing, we have worked with Olam, we've done billboards, um, creatives for them. Same with UBA.
Right.
We've done a lot of creative work for UBA Cameroon.
Great.
And if we could manage the crisis, when the crisis EcoBank had in 2017. We're
Okay.
actually
Wow.
the crisis management company that we're hired for that purpose.
Great.
So far, we are into the web hosting fair because, like I said, the market is virgin. We have people that want to buy domain names every day. They want to do web hosting, but they don't know where to go about it. They have the issue of using paper and all of that. But we have a platform here, Block Visa, where they can just go online, pay for their domain name using any payment gateway that they want. Is it
Right.
mobile money, Orange money, Express Union money? You can PayPal, Visa. You can pay in any payment gateway that you're comfortable with.
Okay.
So basically, that's what
That's what you guys do.
yeah.
Right.
And if you look at the things we do, they are interrelated
Okay.
because marketing is there. Marketing today is not done traditionally like it was done in the past. There's some level of digitalization in the marketing sphere. So we are there with the technology and the web hosting part of it. So when we build your website, for example, you don't need to go and host it elsewhere.
You just host it for them.
We just host it immediately.
Great.
So these are all strategies in which we can make the business sustainable to be able to generate more cash. And the company wasn't created to last for, let's say, a while, but we actually want the company to be what it is from its name, Eternal.
Eternal forever.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I mean, do you guys have some kind of physical address where people can come for,
Yes.
or it's just like an online thing?
No, we have a physical address.
And
We
that's
have a physical address. Unfortunately, we have moved from the one which is online. We're at the College Copseco.
okay.
If you visit our website or you want to Google search us, that's what you're going to find.
Okay.
But we are now at Anshe Road, Bonaberry.
Okay.
We have an office there. That information will be
available online.
Yeah, will be updated so
Online,
that
okay.
someone can just use Yeah, Google Map and
And
drive
you're
directly to
to
our
your
office.
office.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. And as we heard, they are at Ansero Bonaberi, Douala. But of course, you can always find them anywhere online, using any of their handles. They're on Twitter, they're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on Instagram, and the number is right here as well. His number. I mean, you can call him directly. This is the CEO and talk any kind of business. He is here to support you guys, small businesses, with your digital marketing, with your strategies, with anything that has to do with websites, development, apps. You are going to find this through Eternal Company Limited. So thank you so much for coming, sir. I
Pleasure.
think you have, really enlightened us, enlightened the audience on marketing and how we can go about that. Thank you so much. So as you know, with everybody who comes here, you must look at Africa and inspire someone out there today. So tell us something.
The first thing I want to say is we need to believe in Africa as Africans. And when I talk about believing in Africa, we know the hurdles are too many, but we need to first of all believe that we can make it in Africa, and then we will make it in Africa. Every African who is here should believe that we have all what it takes to make it back home, and that's my driving force. I believe I don't need to go to America, I don't need to go to Europe, I don't need to go to Asia to be able to make it. But if I'm here and I believe in myself, and I believe that I find myself in where the next big thing is going to happen on this earth, then we're going to make it. So we start by believing in Africa. The belief alone is going to move mountains.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
That's what I want everybody to think. That's what I have to tell Africans, that we need to be able to believe in Africa. When we believe in Africa, we are going to make it in Africa, and we'll make Africa as big as we can imagine.
Guys, you all just heard that. If we believe in Africa, we are going to make it in Africa and we can move mountains. Thank you so much for coming. That was very inspirational. Now, what happens is this is what everybody does when you come here, right? You'll need to sign on one of the African countries. This is called the African board. So by signing here, it means you are changing the African narrative and you are rewriting the African script. So which country are you going to sign on? If you see all the other signatures, these are the people who were here on the show before you. I think you are like the 18th or the 19th guest. So there are so many other countries that are free, as you can see. Mm-hmm. So where are you going to sign on?
I would have loved to sign on Cameroon.
But Cameroon is taken.
Cameroon is taken. In that case, I may go somewhere. It's like Libya has been signed. Sure. I may want to go to South Sudan, somewhere there.
Somewhere here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do this. So you just shift it, move a little.
Yeah. I will do it somewhere
here. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I also let you know that everybody who signs this board will be part of our WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody who's been here is in the WhatsApp group, and we add you as you come. Okay, so we're going to add you to our WhatsApp group, the CEO's WhatsApp group, and this is just to show that you should keep doing what you're doing, keep changing Africa, keep making Africa great.
Thank you. Always a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much.
And hope I'll be invited subsequently.
Sure, you'll come again, right? Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this episode of the show. Hope you did get something. I mean, you learned something from this interview, right? And if you did, make sure you let me know in the comment section below that you've been watching. And of course, if you're new here, make sure you click on the subscribe button to join the Business in Africa community. As I always say, there are lots of videos on this channel, so don't go away. Keep navigating, keep watching, and keep showing us support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. One Africa, one love.